And good morning, good evening, good night. We are back on Dear Esther. We just passed the Standing Stones. I don't really know the story of this game. I don't know what kind of game it's supposed to be. I don't have any function keys, so it's literally just walking and then zooming. Which makes me think horror, because they like to make you feel useless. But I'm not sure. Oh. Oh? What? Is that supposed to happen? Did I finish that area? Again, I feel like I probably could have walked around a lot.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
So, a Mirage Island? Who is Esther? Is Esther the woman silhouette that I saw earlier? Or thought I saw? Alright, it looks like it wants me to go this way, but I want to go down there. Bunch of junk. A lot of paint cans on this island. Is that a defibrillator? That's a defibrillator. I don't think I can make it on board. 'Cause I don't have jump. I can't. These boats have been here a while. There's a buoy out there in the water.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
What? There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived? That makes no sense to me. Am I stuck again? Okay. So, there was no point in coming down here. I guess except for that little dialogue bit. I don't have crouch. This is making me really sleepy. I've been meaning to record this game for a while, actually, because I've had it for a while. I've got a lot of games that I bought but never played because I was waiting to record them and just never been in the mood. I just got bored enough today and I opened this one. I've been putting this one off because, like I said, it feels like it should be a face cam game because I think it's horror, but I realized how much extra work that would be, and I think, quite frankly, you guys just don't care if there's a face cam or not, so I might as well just do the easy one. I would really like to know the story behind this.
All night the boy has kept me lucid. I sat when I was at the very edge of despair, when I thought I would never unlock the secret of the island. I sat at the edge, and I watched the idiot boy blink through the night. He's mute, and he's retarded, and he has no thought in his metal head but to blink each wave and each minute aside until the morning comes and renders him blind as well as deaf mute. In many ways, we have much in common.
That was a dead end, right? It felt like a dead end. A big island. Very calm. I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing or where I'm supposed to be going. Was there more to go that way? Because I have a feeling we're supposed to go to that. That feels obvious. So are we supposed to go around the cape of that, or whatever it's called? Can I get up this? Because there's fencing up here, too. And I feel like the fencing is guiding me. Skyrim glitch up it, maybe? You really can't jump, so... come on, let me up. Alright, you can't get up that. Yeah, there's no way. So I must be supposed to go that way. Towards that tower. Well, that sounded like it hurt. So you're supposed to go up there first. And you're supposed to come over here and see the buoy that I saw. And then hear the thing about the hole in the ship. What is the point of the saying of the hole in this ship? I can't get on the ships, and I can't control myself when I'm in water. There must be a path on the other side of this. Oh, no, look, up here. Here we go.
I had kidney stones, and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape. and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Hmm? What? I don't like how it's giving me multiple options to walk. Oh, there's a structure over there, but what is this?
What charnel house lies at the foot of this abyss? How many dead shepherds could fill this hole?
You wanna fall? You wanna try to fall down it? Oh man, look how deep that goes. We saved, right? Oh, I'm going down, dude.
Come back.
Oh my. I hope there's not like a final score or something, because if I see stuff like that, I'm the kind of guy who has to know exactly what happens whenever you do things. So I'll quick save and try every option I can. So I hope there's not some sort of
I've begun my ascent on the green slope of the western side. I've looked deep into the mountain from the shaft, and understood that I must go up and then find the way under. I will stash the last vestiges of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there. I'm drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there.
Somebody was doing surgery on themselves in this barn. And it's been a while because the blood's all carbonized or whatever it is. Rusted? Is there like a pattern in this that I'm not seeing, or there's something smooth right there? Is that just a rock? I overanalyze things way too much. Is this a graveyard? This feels like a graveyard. Did you guys hear that? That was radio talk again. This is another one of those neuron thingies. Chemical things. This feels like farmland or something.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jacobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
So, this is Shepherd's Land. Okay. So is that the bothy? I think I'm just gonna try to play the game the way the game wants me to play. Go where it tells me. More paint and more symbols.
Inventory. A trestle table we spread wallpaper on in our first home. A folding chair. I laughed at you for bringing camping in the lakes. I was uncomfortable later and you laughed then. This diary, the bed with the broken springs. Once asleep you have to remember not to dream. A change of clothes. Donnelly's book, stolen from Edinburgh Library on the way here. I will burn them all on the last morning and make an aerial of my own.
Looks like a meager survival. I've never seen anybody play this game either, so it's 100% unique to me. So this is the bed with the broken springs, as you can hear. He never burned it all. This diary, obviously, we're talking about it, he didn't. Okay, look at that coffee mug. It's got the same... So there's a bunch of scientists on this island. See, that bird was to draw your attention to that cave if you didn't notice it right away. I don't see anything in there though. But it's telling us we're gonna make it over there eventually. Yeah, I don't see anything in it. Alright, let's check this one out. Again, we're here and we're walking through all this, but we can't interact with anything, so... Okay, what the hell? Look at those symbols. They're arrows. They look like kinetic energy, perhaps? I haven't the slightest clue. I don't want to walk through this thing. I'll get stuck. So... anytime I find something that stands out like that, I get a little radio signal. A boost of information. Do I go up there? The bird draws your attention this way. Okay, yeah, there's a path here. You're supposed to see the cave and go, ooh, I should probably get there. What is in there? A statue? Maybe. Well, that's a fall. Huh. Tell you what, this walk would be tiring as hell. There's another cave down there. I don't think we've been in that. In fact, we might be headed to that. Yeah, it looks like this is going to come down alongside that, so...
He left his body to the medical school and was duly opened out for a crowd of students 21 days after his passing. The report is included in my edition of his book. The syphilis had torn through his guts like a drunk driver, scrambling his organs like eggs on a plate. But enough definition remained for a cursory examination, and, as I suspected, they found clear evidence of kidney stones. He's likely to have spent the last years of his life in considerable pain. Perhaps this is the root of his laudanum habit. Although its use makes him an unreliable witness, I find myself increasingly drawn into his orbit.
So wait, he got syphilis from having sex with his goats? And what is the significance of kidney stones to all this? That's the second or third time that they've mentioned it. Why did he suspect that he had kidney stones?
They found Jakob's in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. He'd struggled halfway down the cliff path, perhaps looking for some lost goat, or perhaps in a delirium, and expired, curled into a claw right under the winter moon. Even the animals shunned his corpse. The mainlanders thought to bring it home unlucky. Donnelly claims they dragged it to the caves to thaw out and rot, but he is proving an unreliable witness.
There are a lot of broken down ships. So scientists didn't bring his body back to the mainland because it was bad luck. And the diseases he had stopped animals from eating him.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
So was that him fixing his leg in the barn up there? Those medical things that we found? Also, the background music for that was like really fucking creepy. I feel like walking down this first is intelligent. Oh. Well, that looks deep. Apparently it's not, though. There is nothing down here. Right? What is that? Is that a car? No, it's a briefcase. Something history. Mediterranean history? No, that's not a long enough word. He's got 1,000,000 copies of it, though. A map. Convenient how they're all open to the same page. So... is he the one who fell down here? Was this his stuff? He said he slipped and fell and broke his leg. You think this is where that happened? I don't know. I'm trying to piece this together. I don't get it. It's really cold in here. Yeah, maybe that was where he broke his leg. And then he went back that way to, yeah, because he said he was crawling down to the caves, and he slipped and broke his leg on the cliff, and then he walked back up. So are we following his story in reverse, or what? There's light in this cave. That's a fire light, I think. That's light from a fire. Is that a candle? A candle. Candles don't have that long of a burn time, so somebody's here. Maybe? That looks cool. Is that another death hole, do you think? We're gonna find out! I'm thinking it was a teleport hole. Teleport hole.
From here, this last time, I have understood there is no turning back. The torch is failing along with my resolve. I can hear the singing of the sea creatures from the passages above me, and they are promising the return of the gulls.
Another candle. Ooh, cicadas. I like cicadas. That's a hell of a fucking fall, dude. Oh, my flashlight's busted. Great. Can I take this with me? Can I be intelligent? Nope. Just gonna go with the natural brightness. Am I missing anything? It's pretty. I don't know why I walked in the water. It's really bad that I want to click on things to loot them, like Skyrim. The fuck? It's just a 2D graphic that follows you. That's messed up. I feel like I'm floating. Because like the head's centered in the center of the screen. Wait, hold on. What's here? I don't want to miss things, but I also don't want to go specifically where it tells me because there's always secrets. But if this
They'd
is
stop the traffic back as far as the Sanford Junction and come up the hard shoulder like radio signals from another star. It took 21 minutes for them to arrive. I watched Paul time it to the second on his watch.
Now see, that's an electronics diagram. That's mapping out some kind of circuit. same with that one. Who drew all these? There's a neuron again. Can of paint. Just a couple of candles. And there's chemicals again. For hermits, they're pretty well read. I have no idea. I have not a clue about what's going on. Oh wow, that's pretty. That is really pretty. Looks like we're dropping down again. Okay, so Q is float up, but you weren't allowed to do it back there. Alright, so that's what we're looking for right there. But I think I'm going to call the episode. I will see you guys next time, hopefully. Again, I hope we can get some information about what the hell is going on here. I'm not really sure. But I'm excited to find out. Bye!